Hughes welcomes probe into his land acquisitions, calls for investigation of Ogle and Heroes Highway allocations. News source Guyana. Nigel Hughes, leader of the Alliance for Change, AFC, has expressed his willingness to undergo a full investigation into his land acquisitions while simultaneously calling for a similar probe into the sale of prime state lands in Ogle and along the Heroes Highway. After raising questions about the land sales at Ogle and along the Heroes Highway, Vice President Barrett Jagdeo presented documents indicating that Hughes had acquired several acres of leased lands during the coalition government's tenure. Hughes clarified that these were provisional leases and that the lease agreements have been stalled. I absolutely welcome and encourage a full investigation into my acquisition of lands on the left bank of the Essequibo River in the vicinity of the mouth of the Groot Creek, Hughes stated. He elaborated that in January 2016, he purchased 20 acres of land for $2 million from Simon Monroe, who had been farming in the area. At that time, Monroe had not secured the final lease from the Guyana Lands and Survey Commission. Hughes pointed out that although he eventually obtained a provisional lease for 50 acres, he has waited 8 years for the final lease to be issued, hindering his agricultural business plans with his partners. In response to Vice President Jagdeo's accusations that Hughes facilitated the securing of commercial lands at Ogle for a Trinidadian company at a lower rate than a controversial real estate developer, Hughes denied being a shareholder in any company involved and stated that he has never engaged in negotiations for commercial lands in Ogle or Earl's Court. I am more than willing to undergo any investigation, but more importantly, let the country of Guyana know who has been awarded their lands, what rates they have been awarded at, and the conditions under which those lands have been allocated, he said. Hughes insisted that the investigation should also cover the allocations of land at Ogle and along the Heroes Highway. He emphasized the need for transparency regarding national lands distributed under licenses and legal documents. Earlier this week, the Chief Executive Officer of the Central Housing and Planning Authority, Sherwin Greaves, resigned amid questions regarding his approval of land sales for Ed Ahmad and his property purchases in New York from a company linked to Ahmad.